And of course, marriage is very important in many, many faiths, not just the Christian faith. We're going to hear now from another faith tradition on the subject of marriage and bringing up children within a stable relationship. Charanjit Singh Makan is a speaker on Sikh affairs, and just last Sunday he gave a talk on the importance of marriage and family in Sikhism at a wedding function. Charanjit, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much indeed for being with us.
You're welcome.
Give us your perspective of the importance of marriage in the Sikh tradition.
Very much so. Like the Reverend said, for the Sikh marriage, it takes place in the Gurdwara around Guru Granth Sahib, which is a spiritual guide, spiritual guru, in the name of God. And the ceremony itself, again, is very similar to what the Reverend was saying. It's evoked in the name of God and the ceremony is basically that the two souls are merging together, just as the soul, our soul, would merge with the God Supreme, which is a Sikh's main goal in life. That's what he is born for, to achieve, to finally get that achievement. So this is likened to that. The first verse talks about preparation of this merger. The second verse talks about the start. The third verse talks about the progression of this. And in the fourth verse, when they are taking these vows and going down the Guru Granth Sahib and the priest is singing the same verse, it leads to the final attainment of this merger, so leading to perfect joy, love and bliss, and the union is complete then, culminating in consummation.
Well, this sounds like that there's no room for manoeuvre. Is there kind of parental pressure or outside pressure for all Sikhs to be married?
Yes, there is. In fact, you see, the beauty is, I think it is a plus point, that right from the beginning, the two families are very much involved at every stage of the marriage, which gives support, tremendous support and encouragement, and because it's done in the presence of the holy congregation, which consists of the two families and friends, and in the presence of the guru, automatically there's so much positivity and so much spiritual backing to it that the couple will try and make a success of it. I mean, I can't say that there will be definitely no failures. There can be, but overall, the pressure will be, the influence will be of this positivity and trying to make a success of it.
And these figures then must seem quite alien to you, that in the nation at large, marriage is on the decline.
Absolutely. And I've often wondered on it. You see, quite frankly, I used to think and get horrified when I was given the figures that 1 in 2 marriages end in divorce. And then I was surprised by that figure. And then later on I found, but when they remarry, 1 in 3 marriages, I beg your pardon, 1 in 3 marriages ended in divorce. But if they remarried, then the figure was 1 in 2. So I just simply couldn't understand. If the first time they didn't find love, the second time they worked harder and found love and then married, but still the percentage then is actually higher. Then somebody explained to me it's not that, it's that now they know how to get divorced. They've been through it, so it becomes easier second time.
There is certainly that way of looking at it. I think you will quite enjoy what Brenda from Knighton had to say. She gave us a ring saying that she thinks it's very sad that children or so many children are not being born into marriage. And she says the most important role any person can take on in their life is that of a husband and father and a wife and a mother. That must be music to your ears.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. You see, I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh religion, after having traveled a fair amount in the world to Mecca, Medina, you see, and to the Hindu holy places, and started the religion and Gurbani and everything, his last 12 years of life, he came back home and led a quiet family life. He said the sanctity of life, family life, is the most important thing in human life.
So given that, if couples within the Sikh tradition decide not to get married or for whatever reason a child is born out of marriage, Is that not looked on kindly, shall we say, by families?
That is correct. The family would still should be there to support it, but it's quite rare among Sikhs. A child born out of wedlock or not having married first, you see, it's very rare. But I can accept the number of divorces is increasing. I mean, that's a natural influence in the West. The trouble is, I say trouble personally. This is a personal view now. You see, there's a lot more freedom now, which is a good thing. I'm all for freedom, but freedom does not mean that you be insensitive to other people's interests. I mean, you can have as loud music and your house is it's a free country, you can do what you like. But there are automatically leaving. Freedom without responsibility doesn't mean anything.
God, that's yes, thank you for that. I like that sentiment very much. The other thing that I was going to talk to you about is role models as well. I do think children, they're like little sponges and they need people to look up to. And if they see adults committed to each other in a proper relationship that they've been through a marriage ceremony of whatever faith, it kind of gives them something to follow, doesn't it?
That is absolutely correct. You see, there are human failings. Nobody's an angel and nobody's perfect. But if a couple decide to pick on the good points of each other and value them rather than their shortcomings, you see, it's so long as there is mutual trust, mutual respect, love will not only blossom, it will flourish forever. And when the children see that, they will accept. We will be coming to our 50 years end of this year.
Congratulations! That was going to be my last question. Actually, was how is your marriage?
Yeah. So when the children see this, obviously it has got to be some kind of encouragement, isn't it?
Definitely.
In the community.
Absolutely. Charanjit, it's been a joy talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing so much of your personal views with us and giving us an overview of Sikhism as well. It's been brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Good to talk to you. Bye-bye. Charanjit Singh Makan there, joining us on BBC Radio Leicester.